While everyone fights over shrinking apartments in Singapore, there's a fortress hiding in plain sight. You can hike a dormant volcano before breakfast, close a semiconductor deal at lunch, and eat Michelin-starred street food for $4 at midnight. This is Taipei in 2026, a high-tech hardware superpower that still runs its banking on fax machines, a geopolitical flashpoint that somehow feels safer than Geneva. But here's the thing nobody tells you. The barrier to entry isn't money, it's patience. Now, you might be thinking, Taipei, isn't that risky? We'll get to that elephant in the room, I promise. But first, let me show you something that changed how I think about where to live in Asia. Look at these numbers. Hong Kong's cost of living index, 74. Seoul, 64.8. Tokyo, 54. And Taipei, 48.6. Your dollar stretches 40% further here, but only if you know the game. By the end of this video, you'll understand the exact playbook, the visas, the tax loopholes, the neighborhoods, and yes, the risks. Because this isn't a travel vlog. This is a strategic briefing. Let's talk real numbers. Because cheap means nothing without context. If you're willing to live local, a studio in New Taipei, eating bento boxes and night market food, you're looking at around $1,400 a month total. But here's where it gets interesting. Want that modern condo in Da'an district, the one with the gym, the doorman, the garbage service, so you don't have to chase down a musical trash truck every evening. That convenience upgrade will cost you. We're talking triple. Your burn rate jumps to $4,000, maybe $5,000, still half of Singapore. But the gap between local and expat lifestyle, that's the arbitrage you need to understand. So what does this actually mean for you? It means Taipei rewards adaptation. The more local you go, the further your money stretches. Now let's talk about how you actually get in, because Taiwan doesn't hand out residency like candy. The crown jewel is something called the Employment Gold Card. It's a 4-in-1 visa that bundles your work permit, resident visa, alien resident certificate, and re-entry permit into a single card. And here's the kicker. It's not tied to any employer. You can freelance, consult, work for multiple companies, whatever you want. The main qualification, proving you earned at least 5,000 US dollars per month in your previous job. That's the economy pathway. There are others for specialists in tech, arts, and finance. But the real magic, it's in the tax code, and almost nobody talks about it. Gold card holders get a 50% tax exemption on salary income above 3 million Taiwan dollars for their first 5 years. Let me translate that. If you're earning around 250,000 US, you're effectively shielding over $80,000 from taxation. And if you have overseas investment income, gold card holders are exempt from Taiwan's alternative minimum tax during those 5 years. Your global portfolio stays untouched. But wait, what about the new Digital Nomad Visa everyone's talking about? Updated January 2026. Valid for up to 2 years now. Income requirement, just $40,000 annually if you're over 30. Sounds great, right? Here's what they don't advertise. It doesn't lead to permanent residency. No immediate healthcare access. And technically, you can't work with local Taiwanese clients. The Digital Nomad Visa is a visitor pass dressed up as opportunity. The gold card, that's the real key to the fortress. Okay, time for the reality check. Because I'd be lying if I said this was easy. The banking system, hostile. We're talking hours to open a basic account. Digital banks like Line Bank, they straight up reject foreigners. The best options are Richard and Isun, but expect bureaucracy that feels designed to break you. And then there's the traffic. Taiwan has earned the nickname pedestrian hell for a reason. Scooters own the roads and sometimes the sidewalks. Reforms are happening, but the car-first culture runs deep. This city rewards patience, and it punishes impatience ruthlessly. Now, the elephant. The question everyone asks, what about China? Here's what the headlines don't tell you. The consensus among risk analysts for 2026, a full-scale invasion remains unlikely. Not because tensions have eased, but because of something called the Silicon Shield. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company produces over 90% of the world's most advanced chips. Your phone, your car, medical equipment, military hardware, all of it runs on Taiwanese silicon. The world can't afford to let Taiwan fall. In that calculation, it's your insurance policy. The real risk isn't missiles, it's gray zone pressure, cyber attacks, diplomatic isolation, economic coercion. Life continues normally. But there's a background hum of uncertainty. You learn to live with it, or you don't. So who is Taipei actually for? If you're a remote worker or entrepreneur earning $50,000 or more, this city offers something rare: first world safety, world-class healthcare, and genuine cultural depth at a 40% discount to Singapore or Hong Kong. If you're a family escaping American healthcare costs or safety concerns, willing to invest in international schooling, Taipei delivers peace of mind that's hard to quantify. But if you need everything in English, if bureaucracy makes you rage, if you can't handle 6 months of humidity that feels like breathing through a wet towel, this isn't your city. Taipei doesn't chase you. It doesn't market itself. It sits there, quietly, waiting for the people patient enough to figure it out. The question isn't whether Taipei is worth it. The question is, are you ready for the fortress? If this changed how you think about Asia, hit subscribe. I break down strategic relocation opportunities that most channels ignore. Drop a comment. I want to know, is Taipei on your radar now?